Good morning. My name is Anneliese Hampton. It's Friday, March 31st, 2023, and these are our Harrison morning announcements. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
My name is Taylor.
Bartley.
Harry.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the peace pledge. I am a peacemaker. I pledge to recognize that people do to make positive choices and others do the same. I will be peace at school, at home, and my community every day.
Lunch for today will be egg, turkey sausage, cheese muffin, potato triangle, vegetarian beans, orange juice, and milk. Breakfast on Monday will be Crunch Mania peach slices and milk.
Time for the weather. Today it will be warm with a high of 55 degrees, but it will rain. I predict a 12% chance of outdoor recess. The rain will continue into Saturday. Sunday will be the best day of the weekend, with sunny skies and a high of 44 degrees. For your back to school Monday, it will be partly sunny and will feel really warm with a high of 62 degrees. As always, be sure to dress for the weather and make it a wonderful weather day.
It's Harrison birthday time. Today, Lily and Abed, Haley Dotson, and Aaliyah Kren all have birthdays. On Saturday, April 1st, Logan Ortiz and George Kabinski have birthdays. On Sunday, April Paw has a birthday. Happy birthday to all of you.
This is Women's History Month, and did you know that women and girls are making history even as we speak? Two teenage girls, Calcia Johnson and Nakia Johnson from New Orleans, solved a 2,000-year-old math problem that no one else had ever been able to solve. They presented their solution, which they call the impossible proof of the Pythagoras, at a conference of mathematicians in Atlanta. What kind of math is this? It has to do with measuring triangles. Both girls gave a lot of credit to their amazing teachers, but we know that they are going to be women making history.
And now we have a neat video just for you about Women's History Month.
Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're having the wave. We have all the feels. Who could forget those words? That's, of course, Amanda Gorman. She captivated the world back in January. She became the youngest inaugural poet ever.
Well, since then, she's become the first poet to perform at the Super Bowl. She co-chaired the Met Gala, look at you, and she was named a #1 New York Times best-selling author. I haven't even said half the things you've done.
No, I know. And now, by the way, she's out with her debut book. It's a picture book. It's called Change Sings. We are delighted to have Amanda with us.
Hi.
Amanda, there's so much to discuss. This book is absolutely beautiful, but boy, have you been on a whirlwind. I mean, you kind of captivated the nation back in January. Just how has this ride been for you up to this point?
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be here today. And I've just been riding the roller coaster, enjoying it. You know, it hasn't even been a year yet, and I'm looking back and my life has changed. So I'm just so grateful for all of it.
It's incredible. Actually, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, was that just 9 months ago?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so much has happened. Chairing the Met Gala, you're a Harvard grad. You were the cover of Vogue. How do you even handle such a whirlwind and such an overwhelming amount of attention and success that fast?
I'm very fortunate. I have family and friends who keep me grounded and remind me of who I am. And what often I think about is writing for me is always home. So it doesn't matter if I go to the moon and back. Whenever I pick up a pen, I'm where I belong, where I need to be, and that helps keep me planted firmly on the ground.
For those who don't know your backstory, I mean, you had to overcome a speech impediment.
Yes.
I mean, you had poetry in your heart and soul forever, but speaking the words was a big deal and was a difficult thing to overcome. So I just thought about you because I was Googling you right before you went on, and I thought, look at her standing there in front of the world, really, and saying those words. How did you overcome that? To be able to perform that way?
Well, honestly, it took years and years of practice, speech therapy to overcome my speech impediment. I mean, I remember being 20 years old, so this is like 3 years ago, and still not even being able to really fully say my last name. And so I had to put in the work, the labor. I listened to Hamilton a lot and tried to rap with the actors. And over time, that not only kind of engaged my love for poetry, but engaged my love for my own voice to the point that I could have a stage and could hear it with love and acceptance.
I also love about you, Amanda, that you know that you want to run for president one day. You know the year it's going to happen when you become eligible. What is it,
2036?
Yes. Yeah, just checking. You knew. And you know that for some people you go, oh my gosh, she already has those political ambitions. Where did that dream come from? And why do you want to be president?
That's a great question. I mean, I remember being around 11 years old, and I was in class talking very passionately, as I do, about things I wanted to change in the world, and my teacher said to me, quite jokingly, ha ha ha, you should run for president. And I said, yes, I should. And so it became this ambition where for me, it means that the hopes that I have for making the world a better place, I have to think more expansively beyond poetry. It's not just writing, it's doing right as well. And if I can do that while changing political institutions, changing the quality of life in my own home country, I think that's a great extension of poetry.
You're doing it right now. This book, Change Things, is, by the way, the prose is beautiful. The pictures are amazing. What do you hope people take away from this book?
It means so much to see it. This has been like 4 years in the making, so it means so much. For me, I wanted to write a children's book in which young readers can see themselves as real agents of change within the world. I was speaking with so many family members and guardians who asked me, how do I talk about the world with my child? And I said, first and foremost, by highlighting how important they are to our future. And that's really the core of the message of Change Things.
Well, it's just so beautiful. And you wrote this well before the inauguration.
Yes.
Well before you were a household name. Well before you were on the cover of Vogue. Wait, I do think we have the video now. Let's just see your mama, because she's so proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
Amanda. Absolutely gorgeous. That's my daughter.
Yes, it is. I love that. Amanda, thank you. You make everybody proud. Thank you so much. The book is called Change Sings, and it's out right now.
Pick it up. Our girls love it. So
Hello, Harrison students. I'm Glory Moo, and I'm part of the 5th grade Positive Behavior Intervention Support Club, also known as PBIS. You may have noticed us taking videos in the hallways or out your classrooms. Well, over the next few weeks, with the help of Mr. Stormer and many others, we will be sharing short videos document all of the things teachers and staff are doing to promote good behavior. As we start the final quarter of this year, stay mindful of your actions affect everyone around you. Let's finish strong, Harrison. We hope you enjoy part one of our video, and make sure to stay tuned in next week's for part 2.
Hi, Harrison.
Hi, Harrison.
Hi, everybody. We're going to share with you about 5-minute video about our PBIS adventures. Now, I was asked to volunteer for the preschool PBIS committee, and I said, sure, but I don't know anything about PBIS. So I recruited a team of 5th graders to help me figure it out, and we made a video together. So let's watch the first 5 minutes. This will just introduce us to the PBIS team, and we interview Miss Witt. Let's take a look at our PBIS video.
Oh.
Share screen. Let's go. And here we go. Now we're going to start here with our meeting in the preschool room. And there on the board it says PBIS. What does it stand for?
positive behavior intervention support.
Yeah, that's just what teachers are trying to do to get the students to show good behaviors, encourage good behaviors. Now, there's my friend Glory.
Yeah. That's Leona.
Leona
And me.
and Glory. Who else do we have?
We also have Kieran.
Kieran,
Also Jaden.
Jaden,
Michael.
there's Michael.
Fiona. You can't forget one person.
One more.
Joseph.
There's Joseph.
Let's just go with
Yeah, I'm having my lunch. I sent you on a mission so I could have my lunch, and I wanted you to go check out the posters down by the office so we could figure out what PBIS is all about. Fine.
the Harrison way to be.
Right, the Harrison way to be. And there are 3 different ways to be.
Safe. Be respectful. And be responsible.
Right. Be safe, be respectful, and be responsible. Those are good words for teachers to use. I could say, hey, be safe, and you understand what I'm saying, right? Preschoolers understand that. We asked Mrs. Witt about being safe in the classroom. Let's hear what she has to say.
I want to ask you about how to be safe.
That's a good question, because that's very important to do, especially in the classroom, being safe. And I'm thinking maybe some 4th graders can help me with this. Cameron, what is a way that you could be safe in the classroom?
By doing what you're supposed to and checking first.
By doing what you're supposed to and checking first, right? So don't leave the classroom without telling an adult so we know where you're at. Good job. Basochai, do you have something to add to that?
How to be safe. Don't be so crazy. Don't be so.
Don't be crazy in the classroom, right? Sitting in your seat, not running around. Those are really good examples of being safe in the classroom. Yes.
Why is it important for students to be safe?
Well, it's important for students to be safe so nobody gets hurt. Safety is key. You got to be safe in school.
What does a safe student do in your classroom?
They sit and listen and they pay attention. All the things that my students are doing right now.
So being safe in the classroom seems like pretty much like common sense, right?
Yeah.
What about when you're outside of the classroom? I think it can be a little more dangerous outside the classroom, right?
Yeah.
When you're walking in the hallways, what do you have to do, Glory?
Pay attention.
Yeah.
You can also walk in a single file line.
Walk in a single file line, keep calm body, watch where you're going. I always think about being safe when I'm at the doors because I let a lot of kids in the doors. That's right. Badge is my key. I don't let any strangers in, and I don't let that door slam on any little fingers. All right, let's go to the cafeteria now. A nice, quiet cafeteria to me is a safe cafeteria. So the adults that are in charge, they can communicate with one another, and they can communicate with all the kids in there. Now, what about some more dangerous places in the school? What do you think?
Gym.
The gym, probably one of the most dangerous spots. What's the other most dangerous spot?
Playground.
Of course, the playground. Most injuries happen, I would say, in the gym or on the playground. Looks like Leona's sister is being safe there, shooting hoops. There's my guy, William. The preschoolers are out on the playground. Does it look like they're being safe?
Yeah.
No monkey bars. Now, who's in charge when you're on the playground and in the gym? This looks like indoor recess. Is that right?
And this is Jean.
Mrs. Tony and Mrs. Jean, those ladies are in charge. They'll keep you safe. All right, we're doing a good job. All right, line it up. There's Manny and Aubrey. I had both of them. All right, that's be safe. So next week, we're going to take a look at the other two Harrison ways to be respectful and be responsible. And we got to visit with two more teachers. Who are the teachers we talked about? Or three more teachers. Yeah, there was Mrs. Krause,
And Miss Weber.
Mr. Green, and Miss Weber. And get out of the screen share. I saw Mr. Green. So next week, we'll get further into the Harrison ways to be. Until then, be safe, right?
Be safe for sure.
Be safe. Use common sense, right, Joseph? All right. See you next time.
Peace. Bye.
March's competency is empathy. There are many ways that you can be empathetic. Relax and check out these slides. Welcome to our mindfulness moment. Please find a comfortable, quiet seat in your chair. Feet on the floor, hands resting on your knees or in your lap. You may close your eyes or keep them open, whatever makes you the most comfortable. Today we'll be kind and share our sunshine with the sun breath. Imagine you're the sun. Take a deep breath in, and as you let it out, send your rays of sunshine. Do it again. Slow breath in. As you exhale, send out your rays of sunshine. Keep breathing in and out. Send the sunshine out in front of you. Send the sunshine behind you. Keep breathing slowly. Send sunshine to your left and to your right. Send sunshine in a big circle around you. You're spreading sunshine everywhere. You're that powerful. Feel the warmth of sunshine around you. Regardless of the weather, you can always be kind and send out sunshine. Thanks for joining in. Always take time to breathe, to find your calm and focus.
It's time for golden tickets. Golden tickets are for students who went above and beyond. Today, our winners are
Victor Watt in Miss Duncan's class.
Hope Turner in Mrs. Brown's class.
Noah Turner in Mrs. Witt's class.
Samari Harmon in from Mrs. Bloom's class.
Michael Ash in Mrs. Spurley's class.
Peyton Morton from Mrs. Bloom's class.
Emmy Gunka-Woten from Mrs. Spurley's class.
Kazim Hatif in Miss Wyden's class.
Please come down to the library for your treat. Congratulations!
Now it's time for the joke of the day. Did you know that tomorrow is April Fool's Day?
I did know that. What's the joke?
What do you call a hammer that you can buy on April Fool's Day?
I don't know. What do you call a hammer that you buy on April Fool's Day?
April tool.
You should laugh at this because it's really, really funny.